Hey everybody, Timmy Flyers guy here, and I just wanted before I get into this video, I just want you guys to know that this is not a throwback Flyers guy episode. This is just a vlog because I wanted to come on here. You guys all know that I have a tracheostomy, but I wanted to come on here and tell the full story of how this all happened. And in this story, I'm gonna tell you how I got this tracheostomy and how I have one of the toughest battles of my life. And I'm also gonna be talking about the months before all this happened, before I had the tracheostomy. So you guys know what my life was like before I had this tracheostomy. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about this. This is something I really wanted to share with all of you. I have told the story about this, but I haven't told the whole story. The whole story of how this happened. The definitive version of my story. And it all starts in late 2016. Many months before late 2016, in the summer of 2016, my father passed away. He lost his battle with cancer, unfortunately. And it was tough for me and my family after that, but we were able to get through it in the summer of 2016. It was a tough summer for us, but we were able to get through it, but we still keep my dad in our hearts always. Now we go into September 2016, and it's officially the Flyers. Preseason, there's some preseason games the Flyers are having, and it was a pretty good preseason. We had to them off in September 2016, and I'm on my computer talking to everyone, and just tweeting everyone. And I go outside, I hang out with my friends around the neighborhood. And it was basically my September that year. We go into the month of October. It got very cold in the month of October. Wasn't doing really much for the Halloween, but I ended up going out and hanging with friends because there were some nice days in that month of October, so I decided to go outside. Came home, watched a couple episodes. Watched some episodes of The Simpsons that I had recorded, yes. I still watch The Simpsons, even though at this point in time, I was getting tired of watching The Simpsons because the episodes weren't as good as they used to be. And also a new show that premiered in 2016 on Fox, and that was Son of Zorn. It's a very weird show. And we go into the month of October. And then we fast forward to the month of November. We go into October, we go to the home opener for the Flyers. I start I start tearing up because they were doing this whole thing. It was the 50th anniversary Flyer season that year. And they had this whole ceremony where they talked about maybe great Flyers legends. And they played this one song where they showed these Flyers players that passed away many years ago. And the song started playing, and I just started tearing up right before the face off. And let me tell you, this is like many months after my dad passed, and it was hard for me. I didn't even know that if I was going to be able to watch this game because It just made me think of my dad. The first time the Flyers lost that game, they played hard in that game. I gotta give them a lot of credit there. Then we go into the month of November. Thanksgiving comes up, and we have Thanksgiving dinner, and of course this is when I used to be able to eat. You see, I can't eat because people that on traits, they can't eat because if something goes down the wrong way, then they're going to the bathroom again. So we have Thanksgiving dinner night. The night before, I watched this movie on Netflix called Sing Street. And on Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving dinner. And then Black Friday, I think, there was a game that day. I think the Flyers won that game. I think that's when their winning streak started, was in November. That's when their epic winning streak started. Going into the month of December, I celebrate my 30th birthday. My mom rents this place. We go and they surprise me. They tell me that my cousin Tommy is joining the army. And they take me in this building. We walk in, everyone just yells, "Surprise!" And then all of a sudden, it was a big birthday party for me. It was on December 4th. My birthday was on December the 8th. So I had a really fun time at that party, and it was one of my favorite times at that party. And many days, weekend before that, we ended up going to the Flyers Carnival. That was pretty fun. That was probably my last Flyers Carnival that I went to. It was the one in 2016. And I wore a jersey with my dad's initials on them, just, as a tribute to my father. So this birthday party's going great. Everybody shows up, all my friends show up, my family members are there. It's just a pretty good time. And it was a pretty fun time. The week after my birthday, I ended up getting really sick for a couple of days. Really not feeling well. I did end up feeling better the week after that, and then I felt better. I watched a recording of Monday Night Raw, and it was the Monday Night Raw. I think it was the Monday Night Raw where Enzo Amore and there's some segment with Lana and Rusev attacked Enzo in the hotel room, and this time I was having trouble getting on my Twitter because I was locked out of my account. Recently I was able to get back in. So, I was sick for a couple of weeks, then I started feeling better. And then we go into the week of Christmas Eve. My cousins came over, my Aunt Michelle was here, my Uncle Gary came over, and we just had a good time. My boy Chris was here, Megan was here. Her kids were, my two nephews, my three nephews, AJ, Nick, and Timmy, were all at the house, and my sister-in-law, Megan. And it was a good time. We woke up on Christmas, got up early on Christmas. Well, not early, with me, I'm usually up by 12 on Christmas. It's kind of weird. So I'm here for Christmas. I open my gifts and I end up getting 2 Flyers jerseys. For Christmas, I get a 50th anniversary Flyers jersey, and I end up getting a Flyers 2017 Stadium Series jersey. Christmas went well, and then we go into New Year's. We go to Monaco Falls, and we had a fun time there, just hanging out. And my uncle has his house very cold because it gets hot in there sometimes. I guess he likes it cold, but We go to New Year's at my uncle's. We go until the month of February. I don't really remember much about the month of February, but we go until the month of March. And we go visit my grandma. It's the last time I go see my grandma because a year after that she ended up passing away in late 2017, right? And I also mentioned my Aunt Michelle. That was also the last, well, technically the last time I saw my Aunt Michelle. I did see her, my Aunt Michelle passed away in 2018. So we went to visit my grandma. And after that, we went to Checkers and got some food from Checkers. I was watching, I was catching the last minute of the Phantoms game. I think it was the User Comets. I believe I had Phantoms that were playing that day. There were some playoff implications for the Flyers, so I was kind of scroll watching that day. So we got into the month of March, and the Power Rangers movie comes out. Well, actually, this wasn't really in March. This was in April. We got into the month of April. We go into the month of April. We go see the Power Rangers movie. So I really enjoyed this movie. It's a pretty good movie. It was a remake of Power Rangers, but it wasn't exactly Power Rangers. So in the month of April, everything's going pretty rough. Flyers end up losing a very important game for the Rangers. It's the last game of the season, and the Flyers were not able to make the playoffs, unfortunately, that year. But the Colorado Phantoms were able to make the playoffs and go into the month of April, late April. Unfortunately, the Phantoms, they ended up getting eliminated in the playoffs in the first round to the Hershey Bears. At this time, I also started watching a show on Netflix called 13 Reasons Why. It was the first season, and I finished the first season. And it's the month of April. We go into the month of May. We go visit my Uncle Paul at his house on, the day before that, we ended up going to the Chamonix Mall. In the Chamonix Mall. We go to the Chamonix Mall Memorial Day weekend. We end up meeting up with my Aunt Michelle and Uncle Gary. And after we were done at the mall, at the month time, I was the mall and bought shirts. Bought an Asian style shirt, a Rainbow Z shirt. I think the Shinsuke Nakamura t-shirt as well. So we ended up going to Longhorn Steakhouse with my mom, my sister, with my aunt, and my uncle. The food was really good there. This is my second time going to Longhorn. In 2016, I went to Longhorn the first time. The food was really good there. Really enjoyed it. And the next day we go to my uncle's Memorial Day weekend. He was on a Monday. And it was a pretty fun time. Memorial Day weekend. We had a lot of fun that day. And the hot dogs are really good. And then we get into the month of June, where I start watching a new show on Netflix. That show is called Skins. I finished the whole series. Well, every episode of Skins I watched. The month of June, we end up going to Cheesecake Factory. And we end up going to Louisville and the Cheesecake Factory at the time. When we were to Louisville, I bought one of those fancy hats for my head. One of those fancy hats, I forgot what they're called. And we go to the Cheesecake Factory. I order a steak. And it's pretty good. I ordered my sister orders. I forget what she had. But it was a fun time. We brought some cheesecake for the days. But months prior to this, couple of days after, 9 days after that, I had a wound in my back from turns out I had a spinal fusion in 2000, and the rod from my back ended up going through my neck. It was causing a lot of scarring in the back, and my mom was concerned, so she called the doctor. They never called us back yet until the month we go into the month of July. And this day before, I remember eating McDonald's the day before. And I remember the next day, it was my appointment. And my mom had set up an appointment for the doctor to look at the scar on the back of my neck. And the doctor said it was really bad and it might require surgery. I ended up going to the University of Penn that day. I ended up waiting for the longest time in the waiting room. And I was stored, unfortunately. Some of the secretary staff had some turkey sandwiches left over. And they offered me some, and I said, sure, I'll take one. So I ended up going into the room. I had to get an x-ray. And they find that I need reconstructive surgery. He gets a rod in my back. I have some pieces of a rod taken off my back. The day of surgery, I remember. The day of surgery. I remember they helped me. The day before, they prepped me for the surgery. I go in. My sister just walked in. My sister she just walked in and she asked me about the flyers. Did they won last night? Yeah, they won last night, but let's get back to the video. So they were prepping me for surgery that day. The day of surgery, I remember they were taking me in for surgery. They ended up putting me to sleep. I wake up in my room, I'm still half asleep. I'm on medication or something, painkillers or something. I walk in, the first thing I hear is Home Alone 2 on the TV. I ended up watching Home Alone 2, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up, and then Transformers, one of the Transformers movies was on. And I was okay. A couple of days later, they let me go home. My friend Andrew and Dad Gonzalo came to visit me in the hospital. Andrew has muscular dystrophy, same disability I have. He came to see me in the hospital. And I kind of knew that something wasn't right because they sent me home very early. And my friend Andrew, he knew something wasn't right either. And his first thought was, why are they sending him home today? Why isn't he staying here to recover? And my mom kind of knew something was up too. And my sister did too. There was some kind of eerie feeling in the air today. Then I ended up, they let me go home. I ended up getting some stuff. My sister sent me a bunch of candy. And this was the day my sister was going away on vacation. So I ended up eating a bunch of candy that day. I go on my computer, I check all my stuff, watch a couple of YouTube videos. I let people know that I'm okay. I'm home because prior to this, my sister posted on Facebook and Twitter for me to let people know what was up with me. That day I get home. And when I'm done on my computer, I'm done on my computer. I go and watch some TV, a show. Watching Michelle Archer. And for dinner I had a bowl of soup. And some crackers. And then this was it was a blur after that. I end up getting in bed. I end up going to sleep. Honestly, I wake up in the middle of the night, and this is when everything started to change. I knew something was up when I woke up. When I woke up, I was struggling to breathe. I knew something was up. My mom came in, tried to resuscitate me. I came to, and I was fine for a few minutes. Then I started struggling to breathe again. To tell you the truth, I don't remember what happened after that until my mom told me after it happened. I woke up in Jean's hospital. I woke up, I'm laying in the hospital bed. I see doctors, I see nurses. It's very hectic in there. I wake up, I see that I have this thing around my neck. And then I realize that I can't talk. Because I can't talk. At first I thought it was a bad dream. I tried to wake up. But unfortunately, this was not a dream. This was really happening. This was reality. And I realized that I can't wake up from this. This is not a real dream. This is real life. And it sucks. The reason I couldn't talk is they had air in this balloon that would keep me talking, because if I would talk, it would probably, I was too weak to talk. So I wake up, and I get the info. My brother comes in. My mom tells me that I aspirated, and I ended up in the hospital. And she told me that the ambulance came and got me. I was intubated. I lost some of my teeth. They were trying to get me into the ambulance when they were trying to resuscitate me and help me. So my mom told me that you aspirated you. They put a tracheostomy in you. The doctors explained to me what that was, and this was the day I realized my life had changed. They told me I wouldn't be able to eat, I wouldn't be able to drink because I have a tracheostomy, and they were afraid I could aspirate again. So I ended up staying at Jane's Hospital, and let me tell you that my life sure did change. I was there for a couple of weeks. I was in good spirits though. Although there were times I felt depressed and I felt alone. But I had my family with me. They came to visit me, and like I said, my sister was planning on going on vacation that month. Unfortunately, she put that on hold because she was worried about me. And I was in Jane's Hospital for about 2 weeks until they sent me to a rehab to recover from what happened to me. To get to the rehab, Fox Subacute Rehab in Warrington, Pennsylvania, which is no longer around because they filed for bankruptcy. Not the company, just that one Fox Subacute filed for bankruptcy, and I really feel bad for all the people that were living there. But I hope they found a place for them to go. I really do. So I was at Fox Subacute, and I was there from I think mid-July to 2018, the new year. And I end up staying at Fox Subacute. And my mom keeps fighting to get me out of there. Because I was there for a long time. Let me tell you, I was there for a long time. My mom's fighting to get me out of there. In the month of December, In the month of December, I was set to go home. Unfortunately, I had a setback. I ended up having a gallbladder attack. I ended up having to get my gallbladder taken out. So I get sent to Abington Hospital to get my gallbladder out. I stay there for a couple of weeks. I get some bad news that I'm gonna have to go back to the rehab for a couple more weeks. This is when I started feeling really depressed and upset because I want to go home so bad. Fortunately, a miracle happened, and on the week before Super Bowl Sunday, I got to go home. I got to go home. It was the greatest feeling ever to be home again, to see everyone again. My sister told everybody what would happen to me. I was home again. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go on my computer. But things changed many years after that. I have a computer now. So, I ended up going home. And let me tell you, this was some good irony. Because this was a couple of days before the Eagles had their Super Bowl game. It was a couple of days before Super Bowl Sunday. And this, I gotta tell you, the irony was it was good irony. Because the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and 2 days before that, I ended up coming home. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. The road to recovery was a tough one. I had anxiety and muscle cramps. Fortunately, I was able to correct those many months later. In the fall, I was pretty much back to normal. And I had a new lease on life. I have to say, the nurses at King's Hospital were some of the nicest nurses ever. The thing is, they knew I was a Flyers fan. They got me all kinds of awesome Flyer stuff, which I have displayed in my room right now. And also the great people at Fox WQ that were good to me. Everyone that was good to me, everyone that had faith in me, that believed in me. Thank you, everyone at Fox WQ. And thank you, everyone at King's Hospital, for everything. I look back on this as a time that made me stronger. Yes, it was emotionally and physically painful, but I was able to get through it, and I was able to persevere. I also look back at this giving me a new lease on life, and it really made me think that no matter how great your life is going, just one thing can make that change in an instant. I'm truly grateful to still be here today. If it wasn't for the nurses at Fox WQ and the nurses at King's Hospital, and all the great nurses from Beata and Kindness Care, I wouldn't be the man that I am today, and I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here living to tell about the time my life changed. To tell you the truth, I almost thought that my life was going to end that day. But because of my family, my friends, and all the nurses, either all the nurses, Fox WQ, all the respiratory therapists, so everyone at Fox WQ, tell you the truth. And all the doctors and nurses at Jean's Hospital, I wouldn't be here today talking to you and telling you this story. And the reason I wanted to come on here and tell you this story is because I wanted to. Because I wanted to tell people this story because sometimes in life, things change. You're going to go through battles in your life. I went through a battle in life and I survived. I went through a battle in my life and I survived. And I'm pretty grateful to be here. I'm pretty grateful. I'm really grateful to be alive. And I'm grateful to be here with my family and to be here with all my friends. I look back at this as the story of survival. And that's what this was. If any of you have ever went through anything like that in your life, because I know I'm not the only one that had to deal with that. If you have muscular dystrophy, whether you have muscular dystrophy, whether you're able-bodied, or whatever battle you go through, keep hope in your heart. Always keep the faith. Always be strong. Always be strong. Because you never truly know how strong you are until you go through something like that. Thank you for coming on here and listening to my story. Thank you. I love you guys. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for listening to my story.